This is for Chocolate Rocks with a Z. I ran across this young lady's channel through Lazy Gorillas, through someone else, Lazy Gorillas to someone else to her, because of talking about the Hunger Games. And as I followed her series of the reviews about the Hunger Games, which I found interesting, I ran across one of her other videos, which is entitled Feminism, in which she asserts that women should have equality with men. And I would agree. So what I'd like to say, and I hope that she sees this video, because I think that there's a misconception with that, with where you're coming from, and I understand that you have a perceived inequality or an actual inequality, one or the other or both, and I'm not trying to refute that, but I want to talk about your frame of mind, or where you frame your argument from, and make a point to you that maybe you haven't seen there. Chocolate Rocks, being an English young woman, you say that there was a law recently amended in the UK in which the eldest born of the king or queen will take the throne rather than the eldest male, and you were praising that as a good thing. Now, all thoughts of constitutional monarchies aside, let's examine the premise from which your argument originates, which is that the firstborn should be the one to take the throne. I think my dog is having a dream right now. I think that there's a, you talk about equality, and you talk about having equal rights with men. I think that where you're missing the point is that you are damning one inequality for another, and that would be the firstborn. So let's take a step back from that and say, well, who would make the best monarch, next monarch? And shouldn't that be the question that we're asking? Not only should we ask who is the best next monarch. Maybe it's, I don't know your princes' names, but I think it's William and Harry. Why would we choose whichever one is the firstborn? Why wouldn't you choose the one that's better, the one that's more well suited for being a monarch? And that you can carry that on into the rest of your decisions, or the rest of those sorts of things when examining equality, is saying, whether is a woman or a man best for this job. And I think that if you take that out of the equation and say, we're not looking for the best person because of their sex or their gender, but we're looking for the best person that can perform that job. Now, in some cases, gender will play into that, and that, of course, there will be things like, possibly, say, counseling young girls. That may be more well suited for women. I don't know, because I'm not a counselor nor a psychologist. But you understand my point. I think that you should take a step back and look more at equality on a higher level, and say, let's look for equality for all humans, and not just for a certain gender or a certain race or for anything, and look at things through a different lens. Thanks for watching, and I hope that you found this intriguing.